Welcome to Black Crappie. 7 years ago, I started a channel about fly fishing. And my very first video was fly tying tools and storage. And I wanted to do a part two of that episode. Now, this video has been months in the making, if not years, if you technically count the block of wood that I made for my vise. And with that being said, there's bits and pieces of fragments that I have put together, and I want to get this video out here next week. Today is May 2nd. And yesterday I went out and fished and I recorded it, and it turned out pretty good. But so next week this video is going to come out. Then I have a video. I'm going to get back into actually a tying demonstration on my favorite fly. So I'm going to get that recorded. And then I have a video that I started in January of 2025, opening the year up for fishing. And that video is ready to go. I also have another one where last weekend me and my dad went up to a state forest, and I got a cabin for 5 days, and that video is almost done. There's a lot of footage there. We did a bunch of hiking, caught a bunch of fish. Then, like I said, yesterday's video, I went and fished a DHALO in like a little 16th or an 8th mile stretch. There was 3 holes in it, and I caught a good bit of fish. And I wanted to say, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so that you can see those next 4 videos after this one. This one makes 5. But I'm going to do a part 2 of my tools and storage. Thanks for watching. All right. I don't know if it's perfect or not yet, but I think it's time to try and put the vise in there and at least do a check to see if it fits. And it does not fit. It fits this way. All right, I got a little bit more work to do to this thing. All right, let's see if it fits now. I did a little bit, cut out. Oh, it's so freaking close. That corner right here needs to come out. All right, let's try one more time. Nope, not yet. Son of a bee. All right, I'll get it. All right, let's give this thing one more try here. Oh my gosh. It fits. This piece of wood here come from this same tree, and I have the entire tree. But this piece has been drying for 2 years or so. I haven't tied flies in since June, and this is December, because I've been waiting on this. This Ranzetti right here. I'm so happy I got that Ranzetti. But, oh, you have no idea. This makes me freaking happy. I get to start tying flies again. Black crappie, here I come. So today's February 24th. I took this thing up to the house months ago, and when I took it up to the house, the wood swelled. So now I have to recut one new line going across this. And I've used it to tie some flies, but I figured I wanted it to be done right. So I'm going to take some time, get my chisel and my hammer out, and go to work on this thing once again. Alright, this has to be it. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit annoyed here. So now it fits this way, when before it fit this way, but it looks like I gotta take a little bit off right here. Try it again. It fits! Ah, yay! Alright, so I have all the old maple wood shavings here. I'm gonna put the rest of these in this bag. Don't ask why, because I have no freaking idea. It's not like I don't have enough shavings of wood floating around. Alright. December 5th was the day that I finished this the first time, and I tied, I think, 10 size 20 flies on here, some with beads, some without, and I haven't tied since the day. And because it swelled and it didn't fit in here, but now I think it'll fit in here. I don't think it's gonna swell anymore until probably August, when it's really, really hot. It might shrink and then re-swell again next winter, but I think it'll be fine for now. So these are actually dry fly hooks. And I love how sharp they are. They are strong enough. I've been catching fish on them a lot. This is a little size comparison. So I got a size 20 here, a size 18 here in those Enquimpa competition dry flies. Then this one's an 18, and this is a 16, but these are actually jig hooks, and those are from Foaling Mill. And then I have Lively Legs lip splitters. This one's a 14 that pretty much covers, it's not going to happen for me, but covers that whole fly up inside of it. And I have lip splitters up to, let's see here, I got these in size 12 and 10s, and I like these hooks a lot. Those are the main three hooks that I always use. So this one's got a Coke de Leon barred tail on it. They're all stuck together because I keep them on a magnet, so they got magnetized. And then we got some dark olive, got a couple purple, and then this rainbow bead here, that's got Coke de Leon on it as well. In the next video I upload, I'm going to show how I tie these little teeny tiny flies. And I'm not gonna lie, I learned this trick by watching YouTube I don't know, it's probably 7 to 8 years ago, on how it was tied, but I do not remember the video, and I can't find it again. So if I do find it, I will definitely give credit to that person. I still give credit to that person, but I don't know who it is. Alright, well, I went to the fly shop today, and did a little bit of fishing about an hour north of where I live, and I took all my beads there because I wanted to replace them. So I'm going to do a little bit of an update on the storage part of fly tying. So I'm trying these beads out, doesn't matter who makes them, and the way they come is they're in like a plastic bag. Let's see if I can open this one up. Humana. Alright, see, they come in a little plastic bag. And what I do is I write on these little boxes, like these ones are 2.4 millimeter, these ones are 2.5 millimeter, and these are 2.5. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them out of that box, take them out of the bag, and dump them all inside of the proper place where they go. This is another 2.5, so I'm gonna open this up. This looks like a fun color to try. It's white and speckly with like reds and blacks. Oh, I missed these little beads. Come on. Oh, that one's like stuck under there. There it is. Alright, so that fills this box up. What do we got here? 3.0. Oh, there's another. I got these ones in the 3.0 as well. And that's this box. But for me, it's a pain in the butt messing with all these bags all the time, but convenient to sell them. Oh, those three are open. What do we have here? 3.5 in a pumpkin something. Oh. Oh, there's one in the bag. Where's the 3.5s at? 3.5. Here we go. Let's see if I can dump these in here. I'll get this last one out later. But what do we got here? So this is another way I found they're packaging them, which is fine by me because, like I said, I'm going to take these out. These are the 3.0s. And I'm going to dump these 3.0s with the other 3.0s. I like it. Oh yeah, so while I was at the fly shop, let's get all this out of here. There was a guy there that, well, there was a guy that went to an estate sale and bought a bunch of furs and donated all of them to the to fly shop. It was like a big 1 gallon zip bag, but this is a cross fox. What do we have here? This might be an otter. That's an otter mask. This is pretty cool. This is a fur seal. Then we got an Arctic wolf patch, just a little fluff of Arctic wolf, and then I think this is Arctic rabbit. One of these is a yeah, one of these is the foot. This is an Arctic fox foot. So I got the wolf, the fox, the rabbit, and then this is also another rabbit. that was written on there, rabbit, but I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe this is a snowshoe hare. A little bit different, because like the Arctic rabbit, this is like all white. Or this could be wrong, and this could be the Arctic rabbit. I don't know. But anyway, I thought that was really cool. Guy just bought a bunch of furs and donated them to a fly shop. Figured I'd show it. Alright, so I wanted to show this otter mask here. You can see there's part of the nose that wrapped around, this is probably the bottom of it, but the whole fur, the whole mask was cut into pieces, and then somebody came in and sewn it back together. When I cut it off the mask, I wanted to keep one of the stitches in there because you can't even tell that it's there, and I thought that was pretty interesting. I mean, I'm sure if I dug through it, I would be able to find it. I can barely even tell that that was sewn right there. Thought that was pretty cool. Nice little mask piece. Nice and fluffy. So I'm going to go over some of the gear in the storage as well in this video here. So I got my winter stuff here. This normally lives in this box, but that is big heavy rain gear. And then I got some cheaper gloves. I want to replace these here coming up into the winter here, but every time I go out I got this box and I just grabbed this box and it's got everything pretty much in it that I need. So off the bat here I got extra fly boxes with extra flies. We all know how that goes. This right here, this Quippa, I'm gonna call it a day pack. I'll go over that more. I rarely use this because it's big and heavy. Some dry towels. Oh, there's my camera mount. Moonshine water bottle that fits inside my Quippa cup holder here. I really do like this system now that everything's upgraded to this hip pack here. Got my net holder on here, and then this is actually a chest pack that's on that. I'll go over that in a second. Light rain jacket, UV shirts. Always want to have UV shirts. They help a lot. I got extra tippet and then a Euro line. I got 3 reels. The extra stuff from extra weighting belt, and then the extra back strap and the shoulder strap for the chest pack in case I ever need that. And then this year I finally got myself a really nice pair of prescription polarized, but they're fishing specific. My other prescription polarizes aren't really fishing specific. And then I got an extra net holder here. These are just sinkers. These are literally just little weights there. I'm gonna throw all this stuff back in here real quick. Get this out of here. But this Quippa bag here, I really like it a lot. One thing though that I've noticed, I would like to have an extra reel holder. That's where this bag came in handy, this day pack. You can fit a lot of stuff in it, but I don't really like having more gear than I need. The only thing I found that I need more is an extra reel. So I was thinking, since this has all kinds of molly on it, I might be able to molly in an extra reel holder somehow, maybe a little strap or something, just to have an extra reel on me while I'm fishing. Definitely have a, got this little tape measure here. That's actually a fishing fly rod. That's kind of cool. Fly reel. This holds the rod while I'm messing around. I did this myself with carabiners to keep the tippet on the top where it's easy to get to, because it's not, I don't use it as a chest pack, but this pouch actually has a tippet holder down low, but it's hard for me to get to when it's on my hip. I want to move this because I catch fly line underneath of here a lot. So I might have to move this back over to a different molly spot just to get it off of there. I put my keys on here and hang it in here. And this is new. I just got this year. Nippers. I've never used nippers before because my forceps are scissor forceps. So that's a big upgrade for me, to be honest. I like that a lot. I got floats in here. If I do use a weight forward line, I have some already made leader and tippets on there, extra tippet in here, and then I have these little teeny tiny floats if I'm using midges or something smaller, if I'm just specifically fishing size 18s or smaller with a weight forward line. I'll use that. And then I got these fly boxes this year. This is all my dry flies. They're all really small except for these top ones up here. These are stone flies, which I'll use in slippery rock. But some Hendricksons, these ones are a little bit bigger. Pale Evening Duns. You get your Adams up here, and then smaller Adams. These are probably, oh geez, those are 16s, those are 18s. And then, or I have that wrong, those are 14s, and those are 16s. And then some ants in here. You never know when terrestrials are going to drop. And then in here, I have my midges on one side, and then these are all size 18s. Pheasant tails with different colored beads on those. And like I said in the next video, I'm going to show how I tie those small ones. And then I have all these. These are from Foaling Mill. These are little scalpins. There's an olive, and then I think they're gray. I got these from Foaling Mill direct, and then this is their crayfish pattern, and I think a size 8 and a 10. Well, this would be 8, this would be 10. I got my 3.3 beads and the pheasant tail. All of these, I was trying a pattern to make a caddis pattern, and it's really hard to see. I might do that in another video later on, but there's 4 different colors in that pattern for the caddis crustacean that it makes. I got some lively legs in here. And then what do we got? 3.0s. 3.0s down, and these are all 16s, and then these are 18s. These are 3.0s in the 18s, and then everything above that would be 2.4s on jig hooks, and then these are 2.4s on the competition dry hooks. You always need a net, and this year I went out, at the beginning of this year, I got a bigger handle. I can fit 3 hands on that, get some extra reach. I believe this is 16 inch. Yeah. Then I love this rod. That's all I'm gonna say. I love that rod. Oh, okay, it's still recording. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna keep cracking at these videos and making little small trips going around and get these edited and out. Give me a thumbs up. Alright, I missed something really important about this bag as well. So you got your lens wipes, obviously, but I also have this magnet here that if you drop anything or you see anything in the stream, you can go and pick it up. But what's important is I got these little zingers. I guess that's what they're called, but these are little teeny clamps from Dr. Slick's that can hold your really teeny small size flies on there so that you can tie them on a little bit easier. But also I have on here a couple swivels of tippet rings so I don't lose those, because I always need these on the water between switching different tippet sizes whenever I go down from 4x to 5x to 6x to 7x. Oh, that's another thing. I really do like this scientific angler stuff. I've been using it for a long time, but I've been starting to get into this Cortland because I use the Cortland tri-sighter on the tri-leader material actually on the reel, and I want to redo all this. I want to make my sighter out of the this is 8-pound Cortland 8-pound tri-camo leader material, and what I want to do is I just want to tie little blood knots with the sighter material out of the 4x just to have a little 1-inch tag every 8 inches or so. And I want to make this smaller. That's how much sighter I have, and I want to try and make it smaller to get less visibility in clear water. I'm not saying you always have to do that, but I think I'm going to give it a try. Alright, I'm done with this video.